Good morning once again, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe because for every subscriber, I get a new subscriber and I also read a page from a book of my choice. Though this channel is mostly focused on reviewing books, in today's video I am going to be reviewing the movie Dune Part 2, which I went to watch with my uncle last Friday, and I have a lot of positive things to say about both the experience and the movie itself. So I rated this one 4 out of 5 stars, and it's about 2 hours and 45 minutes long, which basically I must say that the time completely flew by. Although it was close to 3 hours long, I didn't really see the time going by because I was so invested in the story. And while I do agree with many people that the first was indeed a snooze fest, I now realize how important the world building, the scene setting, and the character introductions were. So you can, of course, follow along with the review using the link in the description below because I wrote a review on Letterboxd, and feel free to follow me there as well. I follow everybody back. Um, I think that this one was quite fascinating. It is rather hard to put into words, as a matter of fact, how much I enjoyed this movie. And this year, basically, I enjoyed Wonka, um, very much so, and Dune Part 2, my two favorite movies of the year so far. And I watched quite a lot of movies, though I don't review all of them because this isn't really the point. But since this one is based on the book, I think the adaptation was very true to the book, and they did a really good job with it. So I watched it, as I mentioned, with my uncle, who is also a massive fan. The first chance I got, it was a top priority for us to watch this. He is the one who got me all hyped about it to begin with. And ever since I've been trying to get through the books, I've been watching the movies with him at the cinema as well. And apparently, there is a show that is going to be made about the Bene Gesserit as well later on, which I'll probably be watching as well. The music was brilliant. I think Hans Zimmer really did a good job, especially with the screaming lady sort of song. I'm not sure if you know what I'm referring to. The action sequences fascinating, the emotional scenes heart shattering. So basically everything about this movie was what I was expecting, and I was rather overwhelmed by how well it was adapted um, into a movie. Um, One thing which was rather annoying but not that big a deal is how you'd be situated in a dark scene at one moment and then the very bright desert the next second without any sort of warning, so that probably caused some damage to my eyes, I suppose. However, it's not really a big deal, though I did drop 1 star because of that, because it happened quite frequently, and it really distracted me for a second, though I suppose it might have been the case to see the contrast between the brightness of the desert, the suns, the way the eclipses work, and that sort of stuff. So I think it was perhaps intentional as well. My favorite character is probably Stilgar in this movie, though of course Paul Atreides did a good job. Stilgar is absolutely brilliant. I think that his comedic timing, if you can call it that, since he is not even meant to be quite so funny, is absolutely great. And the memes that have been made about him calling Paul the Messiah for anything Paul would do, something like Paul breeds Stilgar as the prophecy intended, that sort of stuff. Really fascinating, really cool to see people making jokes about this and making this movie even more popular. And it deserves all the attention it has received so far. I am basically now fully invested into the world of Arrakis and should finish reading the book by the end of next week. I put it on my priority list to finish the book because I want to see whether the adaptation was as good as I think it was, or perhaps maybe it was better. I wouldn't really know yet. I unfortunately know that Paul will eventually cause some sort of genocide and kill billions, but Chalamet as an actor is a spirit animal of mine at this point. I'm a complete stan of his, and I don't really care what he does. Um, Fantastic actor, fantastic character as well, and I don't understand why Frank Herbert is such an underrated author. He deserves all the love and attention um, where writers are concerned, and it was an experience at the cinema which I will definitely cherish forever. So if you take a look at my live stream yesterday, I was actually showing you the book. The edition I own is very cool looking, and make sure to check it out, see whether you have the same edition, a different one, or if you've never read the books or watched the movies. Make sure to do so. I highly recommend them, and as fantasy goes, this is some of the best work I've seen in a long time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to help me out in any way you can by subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing, anything you can to support this channel. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.